Attack on Titan. So, hello everyone, I'm Wonder here. Today, we're finally, final part 3, 4, poor part, final fix. That's finally over. I'm sorry, but I have to do this thing. I know it's been ridiculous. I very much believe this anime has fallen in popularity, clearly, because it's terrible. No, but this, because of this thing, right? It doesn't make any sense. There's another video, whatever. But here you are, the final episode. But it has to be said, right? I don't even know what to title this video. The ending or something? Yeah, I think it's episode 91 or something. And I also bring it up, guys, because the timer here will very likely be wrong. Okay, so I'm gonna watch the anime, right, on Japanese television. It's not airing, and you know they go back and forth how long it's gonna be. Latest I have read, it's gonna be 2 hour specials. So not 2 hours, no, 1 hour plus 1 hour special. Yes, and I have read it's about 1.5 hour long, and that sounds about right, because if you take an hour special normally on Japanese TV like this and NOK, then usually it's about like 40 to 45 minutes plus some commercial breaks. And 45 times 2 plus 45, right, is 90. It's about 1.5 hour. So latest I read it's about 120 minutes something, right? The episode 106 of that. So it sounds about right, you know, it's like 43, yeah, plus 43 or something. But honestly, I assume this time is gonna be wrong, right? I assume time is gonna be wrong immediately, because we're gonna have several commercial breaks in this video. So I say it here immediately, guys. So I'm gonna start the timer, of course, start the TV. But I feel that most people that watch this video, right, are coming from Crunchyroll or other similar streaming sites, and you're gonna have probably a very different timing for stuff and so on, and you might have a longer or even a shorter episode. I remember the favorite thing was to take a Titan. People thought that I was watching the pirated version of it or something like that, but I was watching it because they didn't air, you know, in outside of Japan, because it's like a tornado warning. But in my video, in the last like 2-3 minutes, I stopped watching it because the tornado warning was on TV, right? You know, that's actually in the video. Yet people were like, "Oh, he's watching a pirated version." That is, I was like, "What? But I'm literally talking about the tornado coming." Like you're talking about, I'm like, the tornado's coming, and I was so laughing about it. But the point, I was like, "What?" So we see what happens. But I think that was really funny. I was like, "Okay, yeah," but like literally say the tornado. I'm watching a version without it. But anyway, let's start. There we go. Bam! So, they just landed, right? Raynor is there. Honestly, I forgot everything. No, but seriously, it's been like almost a year since last time. Raynor, Armin, they're all landing at Eren, you know, and they're gonna, you know, fight him or something like that. Or here comes like Zeke or something, and Raynor's mom is like, "Gambare Raynor!" over there or something. Yeah, I mean, honestly, leave a comment below, guys, but I feel that, like I said earlier, not only is the anime going down, right, in story dark, but no, but it's, people are, I think so many people are gonna hate this ending, right, and I think it's even more extrapolated now, because of the reason of this, you know, this being like final part 3, part 2, final after that. But anyway, here comes Ymir. She shows up a bit there, yeah, and they try to find Zeke, right? But I will say honestly that I barely remember how it ended. There's a problem with doing this kind of weird, movie parting. But yeah, they're trying to find Zeke, right? Of course, Beskar Peak is there with the ammo. Yeah, she's bringing the power, you know. I can't wait for Peak to be showing her amazingness. So now they're gonna argue with Armin here. I'm guessing I feel Armin is right here, generally speaking. Yes and no. He's like, Eren has to assume how my powers work, so, like, guys. But at the same time, it does feel like Eren has also, you know, picked up the stupid ball, and it's just like, "Oh, I'm just a monster." But not really, but it doesn't feel like Eren is like, it doesn't feel like Eren, when he's rumbling, is like ticking straight, you know what I mean? Like, he isn't like the smartest person ever. And regardless, you could argue that Eren is super smart, or the plot twist for his trolling his dad or whatever. But regardless, Eren isn't really like a smart guy, you know what I mean? Like, even if he has like a cool twist or whatever. So, I don't know, Armin is like, we can't use this strategy. Or Eren has probably already figured out my plan. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know, Armin. I don't know what he's basing this on. He's just like, oh yeah, but Eren is clearly thinking ahead of my plans. Like, I don't know, man. Like, maybe. Yeah, Eren expects it. Oh, here we go. A little flashback to Irvin. I genuinely am basing. I'm sorry, but of course I remember Irvin, but honestly, that has been like 10 years ago or something. When did Irvin, I can spoil here. When did Irvin shit happen, guys? Like, seriously. Was it like 10 years ago or something? Oh my god. I mean, also I remember the whole Suzuman, so it was like a meme, right? My god. Maybe it wasn't that long ago. It was like 5 years ago. When did I start watching this anime? And the manga has to be like, I don't know. The manga has to be like that too. I don't know. I didn't read the manga for the yeah, whatever. But I assume it's like 10 years ago. Didn't the manga end like 2 years ago or something? That's crazy. But the Armin is struggling, whatever. Let's go on. Oh, he got an Eden? No, probably not. What's the first one? Was like an illusion binder. No, it was a nice title. And Armin, maybe Eren is thinking, because this thing is like grabbing him in the mouth or something. It's going hentai on him. Like, seriously, what's happening? Armin, this turned into one of those weird Rule 34 scenes. I'm sure some people, I'm not sure to say that, but I'm sure some people, right, are gonna make some fan art on this scene. Jesus Christ, he's going into his mouth, man. It's like, what's happening? I mean, I guess it's like to, block him from transforming, but it looks like, oh my god, this is, anyway, let's, pretend, it keeps going and Ymir staring at him, like it's a Nether machine! It keeps turning into Nether. I was laughing at it because it looks so silly. Come on, it looks extra silly now when she's standing there looking at him like, yeah, that's right. You eat it. It's like, what? But yeah, here comes a bunch of titans. So I think Eren can summon like every titan that has been existing in the past, something. But I don't mean like, the random, the random titan that running on the ground, like the powerful. I don't know. I don't think he ever does that. I don't think he ever does summon like normal titans, right? But he can summon the different, of course, different 9 powers. Yeah, but I don't think he ever summons like the basic titans. They all have 1 power each, I guess. Okay, now it's back to. But one thing though, we probably see more later in this fight here against all the titans. One thing I feel though, which I said, of course, in the past as well, right? Because I barely remember what happened this time, but is that I don't think it ever makes any sense that Eren can summon titans that the other guys have, right? So what I mean with that is that, why he can summon hammer titans. Okay, that makes sense. He has a hammer titan power. Then he's kind of the combination of powers, right? With the founding titan. But I don't think he should be able to summon the titans that the other guys have, like armor titans, because Raiden has a power steal. But it's kind of like he can do that sometimes, or he mostly summons the other guys. But if he will summon like a mixture of stuff and so on, and also why doesn't he ever summon off the last thing? Come to it later. I was spoiled, but I don't know. Back to whatever. He survived the plane thing. It's and his papa. Musume-chan, where's my Annie? And then of course, it's just Gabby's mom. I think it's here goes Gabby's mom, Rainer's mama, of course. She's like, she's the mama face. It is honestly kind of silly. I think Aishiyama wrote this thing that he's wrote that like all of their parents survived the rumbling. Yeah, it is a little bit like. Like it's kind of forced that like specifically the people that managed to like leave the rumbling and like get out of that place is specifically their parents. Yeah, it's only like so they can be like cheerleading on this final fight. Yeah, it's like Rainer's mom, Gabby's parents, mom, dad, Annie's dad. Yeah, it's just like all the people that know the heroic titans fighting Eren. Their families are the only ones to survive. It's extra dramatic! Now when you see them all like, you can go, Gambare! He needs that Gambare scene. Protect us! Gambare! And this military guy is like, do something! Yeah, we don't have much more. That's making a good point though. He's like, well, I don't have much people left, but might as well use... Yeah, I guess his point is like, might as well use what we have, right? I agree with him. It's like, well, we probably can't defeat them with this stuff, but might as well shoot every... Yeah, it's kind of like we only have one nuclear power left, but whatever, you should throw it at him, right, you know? We probably need 10 of those, but like, use what we have, right? Yeah, use what we have. Give him one... yeah. Go back to Connie doing nothing. Here we go. Here comes all the Titans. Oh yeah, here's like Raynor versus... It's gonna be Armored Titan versus Armored Titan or something. One is kind of like Ymir though. And I don't mean Ymir as in... You know, I mean the first Ymir. Right? You get I mean the Ymir we first knew, right? That Ishiyama is forgot about. Yeah, that character. Let her, yeah, let her. The one Titan here. And the other one, I guess, is like a armor. Is he armor plus hammer Titan or something? But it's always Raynor has to... Well, one of them is definitely... When I think about it, one of them is, of course... Oh my god, his name again. The other Yaw Titan, yeah, but what's his name? The first one, the Ymir, that's what he is. I can't remember now. But I guess it's like a bunch of Yaw Titans mostly. But it is very strange. Okay, here comes... Oh my god, here comes Yin! Yin, of course, saving the day because they're gonna be best friends. It feels like it's gonna end with Yin and Raynor being best bros. Starting his new burn thought. It's like, yeah, I got you, bro. Yeah, it's gonna be the Yin is his. Because we all know Yin is the best character. And then, yeah, they keep getting those other. That's the one. But I think that one of them is like Ymir. I always say this thing, and I keep back saying this thing, right? It is very clear that he didn't plan out the Yaw Titan very well, right? Because why was Ymir just like a normal Titan with hair or something? Yeah, she was just like, oh, she's Titan like this one here. Yeah, it's like she's a Titan with like black hair, and then the other Titans had like the extra yaw thing, which is like, okay, she didn't have that. No, she was just like a terrible shifter. She was just like, no, and she was tinier, way tinier. Yeah, she was just like, yeah, terrible. And then of course she didn't die off screen, but basically did. I mean, her whole storyline is just terrible, right? Jesus Christ! Don't get me started. I'm gonna start. I mean, it means that in the past, yeah, the Ymir, that after the time skip, there's like one scene of her being like, okay, 10 powers, and it's over. Yeah, like nothing at all. You don't see how she, like, he didn't even like show how she was interacting with them before it happened, or why she surrendered to them, and how it didn't happen. So whatever. Let me start with Ymir, man. Ymir was terrible. Jesus Christ, that's one of the worst things in the whole storyline. Yeah, but he's like connected them. Gene is like, yeah. Oh, this is pretty cute now though. Gene and Raynor teaming up here. That Armin, why would he be dead though? I don't even know what they brought Connie with him. Connie's just useless, yeah. Connie's like, oh no, Armin is dead. Yeah, come on. Connie is pointless, man. Yeah, Levi and Mikasa have to solo them. The Acker man with their superpowers. Here we go, yeah. They figured out the ages. I mean, obviously, I said earlier, right? Yeah, but it's a cool scene now. We can see all of the different Titans. Or all of them, but one is like the Ting. One is clearly... I mean, one is like a crocodile. And that's clearly like the cart Titan, right? Even though it looks like a beast Titan more, because it's going on its four legs, it's clearly Peak's form, right? And in the back is like the Hammer Titan. I mean, it's a bunch of different ones. But this is what I mean, though, right? I said it earlier, because it was so obvious, but now these guys are, they're showcasing them, right? What do you guys think? Leave a comment below, and I really mean this thing. Like, leave a comment below for this thing, guys. I really mean it. I don't think it makes any sense that Eren can control these Titans that they don't have, right? You know? He should not be able to summon this, like, armored Titan thing, or this crocodile, which clearly is Peak, right? He should not have the powers. That makes zero sense. He has the power now to control the Titans, right? With the memory and so on, and the found powers, right? But he doesn't have all the 9 powers. He has some of the 9 powers. So I think he should be limited to only being able to summon the specific Titan that he has, right? He, of course, he can multiply that because he has his other power. He has the founding power, which basically is a multiplication power, right? But he shouldn't be able to summon the other ones, right? So for example, how could you build the wall? Well, the wall is built, right, but it can also Titan, of course. And that makes sense that if the original owner had all the powers, right, they would be able to, basically make hundreds of armies, right, because they have both powers. That makes sense. Or maybe that guy that was the previous army was touching the leader and they can connect the power with the pencil. That makes sense, right? But now he doesn't have Armin's powers anymore. Cluster power, right? He doesn't have the armor power and so on. I don't think he should be able to create the powers, right? I think it's very strange. I think it's a plot hole straight up. I think the author honestly is just like, this looks cool. This is here. It looks cool to have all the powers flipping around the screen, but logically it doesn't make any sense. I guess you could argue now that Rainer's on his body, he can now summon the powers. The only argument I can see for it, I think about it, that because they're on top of his body right now, he can now cope with their powers. But I don't know. I think it's very much like the author's like, okay, I just want to have all these cool ideas, but to me logically it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Like you see all his powers now, and but yeah. So supposed to fight all his powers. Oh, that's like an antelope or something? What is that thing? I see it in the back now. What's that supposed to be? It's like a dog. It's like a dog with horn or something. Yeah, it's like some kind of deer antelope. What is this thing? Some of the beasts are like kind of random. I think it's funny though. I think I said it in my trailer reaction. I think it's fun that some of them have op-eyes, right? You know, some of them have op-eyes. I think it's really funny because they of course have Annie's power, and her power is like female Titan. Yeah, it's like some of them are feminine. Some of them have op-eyes, and I always wondered why is it that? But I guess it's happening, right? I always wondered what happens if a man eats the female power. Turn it a woman then? I guess they do, right? It's a gender power, yeah. It has to be. Because the power is turned into a woman, right? She also has that screen, right? Which is basically it's like some kind of like a control male touch, right? Basically, yeah. So here we go. Peak is gonna be badass. Is it finally gonna be Peak? She's gonna show her abilities. There we go. Peak. Activated by Peak. Peak is doing this amazing cool attack. Yeah, she's like, you will take it now, Eren! But then, he's saved by some stupid hammer. It looks exactly like the hammer titan, actually. That has to be the hammer titan, I guess, that's taking Peak now. Has to be, the literal hammer titan we saw, the TM3 ball, whatever, the woman, in the beginning course of this season, or whatever you call it. Has to be her, right? Because it's exactly her. Yeah, and here comes of course his jaw bro as well. That's clearly him. So now he's summoning straight up their former companions, right? Yeah, that's clearly Galliard. Yeah, coming against Rainer. Rainer is like always have to have this PTSD. Poor Rainer, man. Poor Rainer. Oh, poor Rainer. Yes, that's the PTSD. He's like, I'm summoning your best friend. God. Or, one of his best friends. Yeah, it's always like this thing with poor Rainer, man. He's always like, I hate this thing. And now Eren is like, yeah, you're gonna fight this guy. Yeah, you remember these guys? Oh, poor Rainer. Oh, there's Ymir. That looks like Ymir even more so. Ymir with the jaws. It's like a male Ymir or something. It comes after the G now. Something like that. We'll have a save sim. That one looked even more like Ymir, but it had a more manly face. And there's an antelope again. Isn't that an antelope? I don't know what it is. But it is going kind of crazy now. There's so much happening. Yeah, it's just like a crazy. Well, Peak is yeah, she's stuck by that like the hammer titan, but she's fine of course. Okay. Oh yeah, Armin. Back to Armin. He's being hentai, Yeah, Armin is stuck in that like the attack. Jesus Christ. Why is it like that? I feel it's gonna be. Oh, is this the way when Eren is basically to shoot something? I don't know, but yeah, it's just Ymir. See, now the antelope. That's the antelope comes in and now. Right, the antelope is like coming into Rainer. It's an antelope or like a moose or something. Come on. Very good, very good. She's all crazy now. But Ymir isn't invisible at all. I don't know. Like it's gonna be really weird. But is this now when he's gonna learn the truth or something? Oh, it's gonna see Bernholt. Yeah, he's gonna connect to. Yeah, and come back. Bernholt comes back or something. But it feels like Armin is gonna. He's gonna help them or something. Yeah. I think he's gonna be like, I see you, Yeah, he grabs Raynor. So he throws him something? Yeah, and of course Mom is like, no! Mom is like, no! But this is what I mean. Come on. Not to be with that guy, but come on. It's a little bit silly how, I said earlier, said again, right, you know, this is exactly what I mean, right? How just Raynor's mom, Gabby's mom and so on, and his mom, you know, and basically your mom, we got a point. All the mamas, yeah, everyone's mom, right? Everyone's mom is happening to have survived the rumbling, and they're all standing on this plateau that they have perfect, and they're also just like a mile away, but you can see exactly what's happening. So she's like, Raynor! You know, so you can have all the parents being like, Gabby! You know, where's the Gabinator when you need her? Yeah, but it's a little bit like, come on. This his mom can stand there and be like, no! Son, I believe in you! Musco! It's very much like that. But yeah, but now they kind of get back. See, Connie is just like a minus. I mean, seriously, I think Connie is just a negative for them. I think Connie is just like, he doesn't do anything. And Levi is tired and so on. Oh yeah, so they can't. That's a good point though. The actual gear to break it down, and don't they have fuel or something? I actually never thought about that, because it's never been a thing in this manga. Which I'm fine with, honestly, because I mean, it's mostly a manga thing generally, right? But you know, it's like their fuel is like endless. Yeah, but now it actually is ending finally. But it's a little bit typical like manga, whatever. Yeah, infinite fuel, you know, bullets or whatever. Yeah, ammo isn't really a problem. Here comes, I don't know, like a Mikasa looking Titan or something, and then she saves them for that matter. But see, now Rainer's like, Pete, no, I want to Yin! I can't save anyone! Oh, God, it's back to... They're obviously gonna up as besties after this whole thing. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Now it comes back to Rainer again being like, I don't wanna do it anymore. I don't wanna do it. And Connie's also AFK as always. Levi gets stuck. It's saved by Mikasa. Mikasa's like soloing everyone. Oh, it's gonna be the birds in, I think, in the trailer. She's like, rips up her bird wings. I think so. I think she's gonna be like, yeah, I think she's gonna come here now. Mikasa's getting surrounded. It's time for her to be like, I am a bird! And building up the ending. Yeah, come on. Everyone is surrounded. Here we go. I'm a bird! Yes, Mikasa screams at them. She's a bird. Bam. It's, I don't know. I'm strong. Yeah, bring it on! I have no idea what she gets wings for. This is purely visual, right? She doesn't actually... I mean, honestly, if she's got wings... Like, I mean, as the writing is the end of here, I wouldn't be surprised if she literally just suddenly had wings that was like, I will save everyone with my wing power. It wouldn't surprise me, but of course it's visualized behind it, right? But seriously, it would not surprise me if she suddenly is like, I actually awakened my power of wing migration. So many different. And you know, it's like, okay, actually the Ackermen have wings actually, and I'm a wing titan. It wouldn't surprise me at all if she suddenly had actual wings in this scene, given how they're basically very like random how powers work or whatever. But here comes the wing titan behind them though and saves them. Yeah, of course. Annie's back, of course. The OG best girl is back. Gabinator is back, the true best girl. And then of course Falco now can fly, so yeah, Falco can fly. Like, any chance? She's like, yeah guys, my dad's over there being like, Annie Gamma rest, I'm here baby. But yeah, I realized that whatever, the timer is, I'll say one thing here. Side note, early right, but obviously I have to try, I'm trying, you're watching End Devotion, right? And I'm trying to like, the timer with the commercial breaks. So who knows? The timer is probably gone now. I don't care anymore. Okay, the timer is probably pointless by now. But anyway, this has been spoiled so heavily, right, in the anime that Falco turned into a bird. Yeah, Jesus Christ. I mean, is that like the second to last anime ending? You see Falco coming in there, right, with the bird. He's like lying on the ground, thinking about birds and so on. This has been so incredibly spoiled now. So yeah, they've been spamming this thing that he has a bird power. They've been spamming this thing. That is a bird. But it would be funnier if Mikasa had wings, actually. It would be stupid with hell, but yeah, whatever, could crash. But yeah, it's a Tori! It's a bird! It's Superman! Yeah, and I have to say, these people have really good eyesight, yeah. Yeah, Gab is like, I'm here to end the fight. Yeah, Gab's who the Shax thing is like, I'm here to end this war. Look at Gabby. I gotta get fight too! Uh-oh! Uh-oh! No Eren is toast, guys. I mean, I know people are Eren fans, right? And you want Eren to win. You're crazy. But you're gonna lose now. Because the Gabinator is here. The Gabinator is riding her bird body. And she's like, I can fight too. The Gabinators entered the building. She's like, I'm here to end the war. Yeah, so now it's over, man. It is over now, yeah. Annie brought with her Gabby, because she knows that's the key to always win, right? Because otherwise she's supposed to not bring Gabby with her, but now they were... Yeah, but she was like, don't worry, I got Gabby with me, guys. I got an ace. I got the ace in the hole, yeah. She's like, I bring Gabby Nation. But seriously, yeah, his power is to actually be... The yaw title is actually a bird, right? And I think, honestly, this here is a massive, but it's a plot hole in the sense that Eren keeps spamming yaw title's powers, right? So it's like a very, very, very clear plot hole here. It's not the biggest deal, because it's like a development, but it's a very clear plot hole. And it's Eren can summon every title power, right? From prehistoric times, right? Falco has the memories of being a bird in the past, right? Like that you have the yaw is actually a bird titan, you know. But Eren cannot summon any birds. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, I'm sorry, but it doesn't. Eren should be able to also summon bird titans. If anything, he should probably summon more bird titans than the yaw titan, because he has summoned like prehistoric titans from prehistoric times. Why don't the bird stuff? Because that's the OG form, right? The OG form is the bird. So he should summon birds earlier, but Eren can't do that, because obviously then they couldn't defeat him, right? Because he had like 500 birds in the sky, right? But actually, yeah, Eren should have summoned a bunch of birds. It's a few of them at least, but he can't do that. It's a clear plot hole that he can't do anything. Because it's not like Falco isn't the first bird, right? Falco is the one to remember the true power of the bird. But yeah, so the yaw type is actually a bird. Yeah, no, and it's like, yeah, I'm here for you, best friend. Where's Peak? Oh, yeah, she's stuck. Yeah, they didn't say Peak. Best girl. She's at the skull, yeah, at the top of the head. But it's a Peak scene. It's gonna be this amazing thing that Peak is like, I'm serious now. And Peak is like, time to expect to use my real powers. Which is also like, I'm actually not a court titan. Almost a bird. Yeah, it's like, Peak's gonna have a moment. She's like, I'm actually way better than this. Yeah, it's gonna be super silly, but come on. Anyway, they're always talking here. Whatever, let's go on, man. Jesus Christ. Okay, no, I was laughing at this scene. If Falco hadn't suddenly unlocked their power to fly! I'm sorry, but I think it's kind of funny that it feels like Uchiyama is a weirdo, you know? He's having a character say straight up that, well, I mean, if we didn't have, you know, if this character hadn't suddenly magically awakened a new power, then we would all have lost or something. It's like, yeah, you're right. You're technically very right. That's why it's kind of bad writing. The author is like, I'm aware that this doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Oh yeah, we suddenly unlocked a new power at the moment when we needed it. But it's kind of like, that's right. But I have to say that the flying power has been foreshadowed forever, but especially in the anime. Yeah, the ending and opening and so on. I was waiting for that. This is special opening, right? Where the Seek is rather than a wave and so on. Yeah, I was waiting for that flying space wave. That's gonna come. To see a bunch of hammers, I guess. Maybe one female titan. We have to defeat Eren. Yeah, now they're flying by here. Mikasa is like, no, but I love him. I just can't wait for the Nether Rare ending. No, Gab is like, I can do it. I can do it again with my anti-titan rifle, yeah. The Gabinator, I can do anything. But exactly, I mean, she's always known the truth, right? That when she hit Eren, he literally turned into this thing. But yeah, I mean, as it's been now, right, it's been obvious. When Eren, when she hit him, he basically turned into this caterpillar, bone thingy, right? His head basically, yeah, like he grew this in like a tinier shape, right? What happened with him, and when she met him in Secret, like straight up that, like, literally that the shape basically, just of course like a million times smaller, but it basically is the exact same body, right? The caterpillar, which is the actual Titan or whatever. Yeah, the true form is that the caterpillar. Something like that. Something like that. But I like how the GABINATOR is the only one that figured it out. Yeah, Gab, of course, best character. She's the only one that figured it out. They were all so stupid. And now we see, like, they're gonna help them, of course. They're gonna, like, team up with the humans. Yeah, it's so obvious. But I mean, this is like one of those classic scenes. Like, why don't we cooperate together? Yeah, we more or less aliens should probably cooperate against the Titans. It could be even more beautiful if they had everyone there from every country. Yeah, it's only 2 countries now. Basically, you can have other people from Japan and so on also could be there. Like, let's team up. Yeah, let's all combine. Let's combine our friendship. Yeah, whatever. They're obviously gonna team up together. Whatever. Yeah. Oh my god! Now he's summoning like a million archers. But see, this is what I mean. If Eren can be like, oh, I can summon like 500 archer titans, right? The hammer titan power, yeah. But if the hammer titan is more like a shaper, right? They can like shape different weapons, yeah. So I can summon like 500, the bow guys. Then why can't I summon like 500 birds for? It doesn't make any sense. It's just a plot hole. It's like a clear plot hole. Why doesn't he summon 500 birds for them? Like, it should be the exact same thing for him then. Just mass produce bird guys then, because now it's clearly using strategy, right? And then the Falco is like, yeah, I'm the only bird ever, or something. And then he get some cool bird evasion here, yeah, with bird power. Think how incredibly terrible Ymir is. I see Falco like, woo, yeah. I'm seeing Falco doing like the bird evasion. He's like, bird maneuvers. And I used to think again how, remember the Ymir was the same powers, right? Ymir couldn't even grow the jaw. Didn't have a beak or whatever, no. Yeah, this is insane. Yeah, this guy is like a fly and stuff. Yeah, like Jesus Christ, man. Eric keeps staring at him. Yeah. And no one's gonna die now, right? Yeah, no. Connie's like, we kept die here, but I feel right now the plot armor is insane for everyone. Here we go. Reynard's gonna go hammer on them. Yeah, it's hammer time. Hammer time, baby. And then Jean is gonna help Peak, probably? Yeah, he's gonna help Peak Sean, right? Of course. Exactly. But, I mean, Peak is literally stuck by, the original, the latest Hammer time. The opposite of original. But here we go! Is it Peak time? Should I peak it up? This is when Peak is like, if I use my real powers, yeah. Peak actually has a hidden power too, right? Which is never used before, yeah. So Peak is like, you impressed by that bird guy? Yeah, so now Peak is like flying around here, doing cool martial art. I don't know, Peak is like twisting around the Hammer Titan. She gets Treble, and then she saves Jean, because I obviously ship Jean and her, right? I've been saying for a while, I feel Jean is gonna end up with Peak, whatever. Yeah, and now, but she's like, no, Peak's body is like, I'm not supposed to support the powers! Yeah, but this is crazy. So Peak's actually like, my real powers is some kind of super, I don't know, like super transformation or something. Endurance or something, yeah. So Peak is like, I can use more power and more power. The Peak keeps transforming. Here we go, yeah. The real power of the cart isn't to be a cart, it's that she has like infinite revives or something. I don't know what the power is supposed to be. But yeah, Peak's power is basically infinite revival! Or something like that. Yeah, she can like just create a new power over and over again. But I like that she never explained this thing. No one's ever done it before. But she's like, actually, the real power of the card titan is that I can create infinite bodies immediately. Yeah, and like use my bodies as like but like turn into this like sun transformation power to explode or something. Like it's crazy. Yeah, suddenly Peak is like, don't worry, I can solo 500 titans because I got this power up. It's incredibly Deus Machina. Aspected by Peak though, but still. She's just like, actually, this is my real power. It's just like everyone unlocks new power in the last episode. Yeah, everyone is like, how do we defeat this bad guy? What if I unlock a new power up that I haven't used ever before? Yeah, what if I can fly suddenly? Yeah, that would be good. I see, this is what I mean. If Mikasa suddenly had wings, I would still buy that. I would be like, well, I guess whatever. I guess the Ackermen actually have wing powers. Yeah, like why not? I guess. Like her maneuver gears breaks down. It's like wing power up. I was like, oh, well, sure, why not? Here we go. Oh yeah, Annie's like, my Berthold, my I guess did she like him back? I don't know, a little bit, I guess. Yeah, kind of a cart. But again, then, I mean, it's a plot hole, right? That he can't because now they're talking about all the different animals: a pig, a cart, yaw. Why can't they create birds for? I won't drop it. I would never drop it. No, but it's like, why can't they do it? But also, why can't they create the peak stuff that can, like, the super cart that can make more parts? Whatever. Doesn't feel like he can really reproduce her powers, then, no. Yeah, we gotta find okay, yeah, it's not a pig, no, it's something else. Yeah, Okakapi. Yeah, we call him the pig. I like the alien's like, shut up, it's a pig. And it's like, I don't care! Yeah, we call it pig, okay? Yeah, get the pig. Now the jumping get the pig here, Okapi. I think it's how pronounced. Is that how pronounced? Okapi? I wanna Google it right now, but it's like maybe it's like an ant eater or something. No, it's not. It's like a tiny pig. What's the copy? Oh, whatever. We do that first. Oh my god! GABINATOR! She has her stuff there. Gabby is like, I can do it. Oh my god! I was waiting for Gabby to like solo Eren by herself. Like, I was warming up her, guys. Yeah. But yeah, Eren. Oh, the Irvin flashback. I never blah blah blah. Who cares? Eren is like, we gotta struggle or something. Levi for Hange, of course. It's on that episode. It does feel weird. I mean, that's one of the issues, right? Having an 8-month, 10-month, whatever break, right? The Hange scene was last episode. Well, I guess this is like 3. It would have been, I guess, like 3 episodes maybe ago, 2 episodes ago, if it was normal timing. But still, if you read it, it's like the next week, right? Or next month, sorry, I think the manga's month release. But yeah, it's like 2 months later or whatever. But now it's like a year later since the Hange scene. So now when Levi is like, oh, my Hange-chan, it doesn't feel as emotional, I would say, because I barely remember what happened last time. No, I do, but the point is, it feels a little less impactful that oh yeah, those are the people that succumbed in the first forest scene. And then there's a girl that had a weird thing on the tower. That is just a weird thing too. I talked about some other video, but there is this scene, right? There was the Ymir scene when they're on the tower, and then Zeke arrives, right? And there's this girl, she's here now, I wish she was there, but yeah, where she has this really weird extra line, I think only in the anime. Because the Titan like grabs her, right? And she gets tightened. But in the anime, she's like, no, daddy, or something. Yeah, it's like this really extra. I'm pretty sure that I think I made a video about like 2 years ago. It's a really weird scene with her, yeah, where she's just like adding some extra lines in the anime. It's like, no, not again, daddy, or something like that. It's very strange. I got. That wasn't it's not in the original or something. It's like a very strange extra added scene. Usually it goes opposite. Here comes Annie though, and she grabs like a fat guy. What's that Titan? He's just fat. What's that Titan? He's just like a fat person. Like seriously, he doesn't. What is he supposed to be? He's like fat guy. It's like the 10th 9 he's the 10th. He looks more like a deviant, right? He doesn't look like one of the 9 powers. He's like, no, he's just obese. Obese Titan power. Yeah, okay. Okay. Annie has she got the assets though. Yeah, I think it's kind of funny that she got massive assets. that's the female Titan's real power. It's huge assets. Yeah, it's like getting huge assets. And of course, Mikasa keep being the greatest person ever. Oh, nice! You're gonna throw a Mikasa at them. Yeah, they're playing baseball. They're taking inspection physique here. It's very important that it's called Okapi for Mikasa. She's like, Okapi! I'm getting the Okapi! And then the Titans are like protecting it, I guess. Man, Mikasa is so OP, man. I mean, it is kind of funny how it used to be that Mikasa just keeps, like it used to be, like one Titan was a big struggle, right? And now Mikasa's like being thrown by Annie, and it's like 3 Titans jumping in her path. She's like, he's all this gone immediately, yeah. And they're all like founding, they all have better powers too, and they're controlled by Eren as well. So they're supposed to be smart as well. They aren't like just like brain, deviants or whatever. They're actually controlled by someone, and they have certain different powers too. And she's like, yeah, they're all just like disappear immediately. This scene, I mean, she looks badass, but it's also like, come on, man, it's silly. It's almost silly now how they went from, like, yeah, okay. It used to be a little more like, I would say, story, a little more struggle. Oh yeah, this guy is, he's like the Rainer. That guy though, think about it, he has the Rainer power, but in the back. Yeah, how do you actually? I guess you can like destroy his from his torso, or something. Yeah, like the from maybe legs, maybe. Here comes. Oh yeah, that's the Annie kick. You remember that Annie? Oh, she's power. Yeah, do you remember that Annie was the kicker lady? That was a whole flashback, right? That her dad thought like taekwondo or something. Yeah, that was like the whole thing with her, right? That she was like the lady with the long legs, right? Yeah, but the pig is... But I think Banhard's gonna help them. Why isn't Banhard actually a full body? Huh. But I want to take that implication later on. So Banhard isn't like the full body, he's like the half the body. I wonder if that's implicated to how the walls are built. There are obviously a lot of things that I'm guessing that nor in the manga nor in the anime will ever really be explained, right? It's a classic issue of, I think, any ending, manga, anime, whatever, honestly. Not just this stuff. But that the author has all these plot threads, and some of them are never going to be explained. And it's not really explained how he created the Cross Titans. We can assume we did it like this thing, right? But he hasn't actually summoned anyone like Bernhold and Armin and so on, yeah. He's not really creating more Cross Titans. He's making this specific one now with Bernhold, but he's only half his size, right? He's only half bit the body. So I wonder if it's like a limitation then, can't he create Titans because they're too big? That would be the natural role right? But at the same time, how did they make the walls then with the same powers? So maybe the walls took like years to build or something, or was it just because they could stand? I don't know. I mean, they had that classic ending, right? That was introduced like way early in the manga. I think it's kind of funny how that ending is so incredibly spoilery, and it was probably released like 5 or 6 years from that before the manga got there. Yeah, and I made a video about that ending, right? It's just when I started my channel actually. One of my first videos, I made a video about that ending, where of course you see the Titan moving to the sea, creating the wall sword. And again, that was way before we knew anything in the anime or the manga. The ending is so spoilery, but it really think about the end now. When Battle comes in here, it really reminds me of that ending, and I'm just like, man, yeah. But I don't unfortunately feel that the anime nor the manga actually perfectly explains this thing. It's just kind of like a mystery that he wants to keep. Maybe it's gonna be a spin-off. I don't know, but it's a little bit like. I don't know, guys. I would probably rather have less fighting, honestly, in this final episode, and have more, here's the backstory, here's this thing, you know what I mean? And Armin is like some space mumbo jumbo or something. But yeah, I guess we're like halfway. We talked to himself or something? I don't know what's happening here. Armin is just... Yeah, I guess so. He's like in the path place, right? Yeah, exactly. So that's probably how it's gonna end there. Yeah, with Seek. Now I'm thinking that, because it's actually 2... I watched the TV, right? So now it's gonna be like the special episode ending here. This is gonna be the ending of the first. This is gonna be the end of like the first special, so to speak. Right? That's like 2 episodes, right? You know, and of course it's now when they meet Six here, exactly. So now Six beating Sandcastles, right? No, but if it's gonna fitting, yeah. So Armin and Six are meeting, and like I said, that's gonna be like the actual end, so to speak, right, of the episode. I hope they're making sense because it's supposed to be, you know, 2 different episodes. Honestly, I'm saying that because if you're watching this on Crunchy or whatever, right, it might be 2 episodes. That's one thing. Yeah, it might be 2 episodes, might be 3 episodes, right? It's confusing, but here now, then I'm starting the next episode here, then. I guess. Stig is gonna explain to us the power. Yeah, so here we go. Stig's gonna explain the truth, right? I think. Could do that. Yeah. It's like DNA and so on. Here we go. There it is. The real Titan. Yeah, the real Titan is a caterpillar in the water. There we go. The original Titan is just an ugly caterpillar in the water. That's the actual Titan. It's like some kind of weird little animal in the water. And it looks kind of like a spine, right? And for some reason, the ape. I don't think it can connect to humans, but yeah. Because Ymir, of course, fell into that thing, right? In like the Yggdrasil tree, you know. She fell into the water, right? And connected to one of those things. Those are the actual Titans. And then Armin is like, friendship! He's like, yeah, okay, I'm trying to... Honestly, Zeke is like, this is the truth, Armin. This little animal in the water, that's the actual Titan! And Armin is like, I remember when me and Zeke were running in the beach in front. He's like, shut up, Armin, okay? I want to learn about the truth! Armin is like, friendship! He's like, I don't care, man, I don't care, okay? No one cares. Yeah, it's kind of a freedom or something. And then Armin keeps flashbacking a goddamn tree instead. Here we go, it's a tree! Oh yeah, the baseball, of course. The Sikh love for baseball, right? Ah, it's a leaf from the sand. Oh yeah, the leaf is actually a baseball, so it's like what they wanna see. No, actually, no, it's like what they wanna see. Armin sees the leaf, right? Because he's just like, I remember friendship. While Zeke sees the baseball right there. So they see what they want to see, I guess. Yeah, and then we see all of Zeke's friend, I guess. Ish, kind of like a dad or so. Yeah, dad, friend, but... And then Ymir appears, I guess, in the back there. Yeah, the Ymir is back! The character, if you got to see that, she's back too. Oh, God. Now, Peak is like injured, but come on, you just saw her power. She had infinite revivals. Yeah, exactly. But now they are... Because Armin now... Armin is like, talk to Jutsu! It's so bad. Come on, it is so bad. And people are gonna defend this shit, but come on. Armin is like, talk no Jutsu! So now suddenly Zeke, you know, all the previous Ymir, all the previous Titan wielders that they know are suddenly gonna turn against Eren, right? Because now they all remember that they were actually, yeah. So now here comes Ymir-chan, he's gonna help them, and, you know, Galliard, he's gonna be like, I got you, bro! Yeah, no, I got the Gabinator! She, of course, hits the Okipaki pig thing. Because we all know that the Gabinator has the ultimate KD ratio. So, of course, Gabi is the one to actually save Armin from the pig. Of course he is. As expected by Gabi. 100%. But yeah, now Armin has started talking to Jutsu. He's talked Zeke down. So now it's like, you know, him being kidnapped by the pig just let him time to... I don't know why they're saving Armin. Just let him be inside the pig. He can talk them all down instead. Yeah, it's just like I was convinced everyone to just join our side instead. Oh my god! And now what's happening? Now the caterpillar's back. But see, now it literally is the caterpillar. Now it's the caterpillar. Yeah, now they got the head down and it's just a giant caterpillar, like Gabby said. Gonna connect back. Oh, Rainer grabs it. Rainer's son, he grabs it. The armor caterpillar can probably withstand it. Yeah, so now Rainer is like wrestling with the caterpillar. Oh my god, his standing is so stupid. He's wrestling with the caterpillar. The Rainer is like with this giant caterpillar. He's like, nah! You know, it's just terrible. Oh god, so look at this. Oh god, there hey, no, this is wrestling. Yeah, I had caterpillar. Oh god. Oh, this is so terrible. Oh god, I just want it to end. Oh god, I want it to end. Yeah, now it's like sayonara, Eren. Wait, is it happening at the same time then? Because the Armin is saying sayonara, but the same. Well, I'm confused with this. What? Oh, here we go. He's gonna explain that it's love, right? Oh my god, why Ymir never you didn't free yourself? It's Stockholm syndrome or something. It's so bad. Ah, it's so terrible. Whatever. Zeke is like, yeah. What's the point of living? It's so bad. It is so bad. I want to say it. It's so bad. Zeke is like, oh god, no. He's trying to motivate Ymir's behavior. It doesn't make any sense. She's a goddess. She can just not, her logical path is so terrible. I don't want to see it. Oh god, here goes everyone else. Oh, I don't want to see it. Oh, the pig is still out there for some reason. But now, you know, Bertolt has joined them. He's gonna save Annie. Obviously, he's in love with her. Bam, he saves his girlfriend, you know. Yeah, of course, perfect love. You know, he got the power of Bernholt. He got the power of friendship. This is the power of friendship ending here. Yeah, everyone is like, the power of friendship, man. The power of friendship compels you. You know, oh, the pig is finally out of the pig. But honestly, what is the point of saving Armin from the pig, right? Because Armin is like, he's convincing everyone to join him anyway. Like, it was a benefit him, you know, being the pig. No, Anne is going into a hen here. Anne is surrounded by like 10 deviants. We're okay now. Oh, there we go. He finally gets Zeke. Yeah. Yeah, and she stops. There's something weird with it. Oh, I get it now. Now there's something wrong with this thing here. It jumps around a little weird. Sorry if the timer's off then. Yeah, it jumps around a bit weird. That was weird because, yeah, suddenly we were there. As I said earlier, that felt like there was two places. But yeah, sorry about that. No, it was a little weird. Commercial breaks, that happens sometimes when you watch it live on TV. Because that was kind of like a strange thing. As I said earlier, I was like, wait, why is he suddenly back inside the memories again? No, he wasn't, sorry. He just jumped a bit, like 5 minutes, but I had to correct it here. Yeah, I went too fast there, basically, what I feel. But, like I said, they're talking in the memories, and now they're outside then. I think the time is probably correct now. Yeah, Ymir and, you know, people are out there. And, yeah, Zeke's get it, right? Zeke's get it. But that makes more sense now, the wrestling. Sorry. Yeah, that's the thing. The wrestling should have been later. I guess. Okay, whatever. This happened. I watched it live on like 2 different episodes. No, but yeah, I mean, so anyway, what's happening now is that they're free. Now the wrestling thing is happening, right? But they also got Zeke at the same time. So it is this weird thing that it needs to be connected to. It needs to be connected to this thing, right? Yeah. That was strange. But sorry about that. That was a little weird there. But that felt weird to me, just like that didn't make any sense. I mean, more or less than usual. That was weird. Suddenly he was inside of him again, and I was like, what? Didn't you just leave? So yeah, it jumped like 5 minutes. But I think I fixed it now, probably. The time might be off now, but whatever. We just keep watching it. I'm not gonna, like, you know, re-watch this stuff. Definitely not. It's just too long, right? Yeah, it's just too long. I say it here, you know, I said many times, whatever, I said earlier too, right? I would much rather watch this thing as a typical episode, right? In Attack on Titan, a chapter is about one episode, because chapters are longer. I think the chapter is like 3 times as long, maybe, as a normal episode. So you can basically fit almost like 2 episodes of one chapter sometimes. It depends on how fast you adapt it, right? But like if you compare it to something like, I don't know, One Piece goes like 1 chapter per episode. It's a crazy amount, yeah, super slow pace, right? But a normal anime is like 3-4 chapters in one episode, maybe 2 sometimes, but 3 to 4 usually, right? So I think that could easily be like this could have been like, I guess, like maybe 6-7 episodes, something like that, probably more. and I'd also rather have them, you know, extended, right? Yeah, I think it's very strange. But anyway, the Titans are kind of like, what's happening? Yeah, the rumbling is stopped, right? The rumbling is stopping, basically. People are running away from the rumbles, but they kind of, I mean, they're very close to the oh yeah, no, this is like the cliff. Okay, I get it. Those people are somewhere else. They're not ahead. Yeah, that's true, of course. The rumbling is a circle, of course, right? The rumbling circle. So even if we are seeing the Titans next to Annie's parent, her dad, and Rainer's mom and so on, right? There are also other Titans, you know, at like the other side of the planet, right? And they also stop. So it's kind of showing that, right? Yeah, also now Mikasa gonna realize she's a mind control something. Yeah, I always hated you. It's gonna be better that thing. Back to that thing, right? Yeah, see? But this is why now it's like, Dad, there's Mom! And yeah, now it's like, I love you, Gabby! You know, and now it's like, yeah, Peak's dead, and Falco's parent. It does feel super forced, honestly. I keep saying it's super forced that these people are specifically the only one to not get rumble are used their parents. Come on, the rumbling isn't over yet. Dad? Yeah, Rainer is still ongoing with the... Yeah, but here comes the Cross Titan, right? So yeah, so Rainer is struggling with the caterpillar, which is so ridiculous when it turned into a caterpillar. I feel like I hate this ending so much. Oh god, he's turning into a giant caterpillar thing. Eren is like a little weird caterpillar thing, and now comes the colossal bros are coming. Armin and his the other colossal guys are coming here. Colossal friendship, and it's like a lyric or something. Yeah, he goes, oh, Eren turns into colossal thing, but it's just obvious because he wants to have like a bro, you know, like a man on man, right? Yeah. So for some reason, Eren can turn into a colossal advancing now for some reason. And he's gonna like, just so him and Armin can have like an arm wrestle, right? Yeah, they're gonna, just so you can have that scene. See, it's always Gabby's all I want to know stuff. It's always, Gabby is the only character with more than 2 IQ, I guess. Yeah, she's like, hey, you know what? We probably have to stop Eren from reaching that slimy, shiny thing down there. They're like, you know what? Now you mentioned that, yeah, he probably wants to come back to that, the Founding Titan. But it's kind of strange though, this thing now. How can Armin, it's not Armin, but how can Eren even have any powers if he lost that slimy stuff? Isn't that what is the actual powers? But I guess the slime thing is the founder, I guess. So what powers do Eren have now then? Not except the founding, maybe? But then how can it transform into Cross Titan? Is he the advanced Titan then? That is big? It doesn't make much sense. But anyway, logically it makes sense. Yeah, we have to stop the centipede. Yeah, we still have more. This is so silly. What? Oh god, like they're all coming back to their parents, hugging them, saying, "We have more, we have more stuff to do," and they leave again. Yeah, and they're like, "See you guys next episode." Yeah, it's like, okay, what? Nase, Mikasa is all like, "No, I still love you, Eren." Yeah, here we go. She jumps down there. Rainer is trying to hold the centipede. Now of course they're gonna meet with his bad leg, right? And dad. Well, yeah, now all the humans and Marleys are like becoming, or LDS, I mean, whatever. Now they're all becoming best friends, right? Here comes Annie though. Of course, you're gonna meet her. I like how all the rest of them just ran back to help Raider, but Annie's like, Dad! Yeah, she's like, I don't have time for this stuff, yeah. She's like, I have them later, yeah. She's like, you gotta meet her dad first. Because Eren isn't over yet. Yeah, but now the caterpillar is doing this small. Oh god, it's so bad. No, this is so terrible. Like, oh, this is terrible. Now the that is terrible. Now the smoking guy is like, woo! Yeah, the smoke is coming. Oh god. For some reason, he got some weird power to transform everyone. But it's strange. Wait, is it the same thing as the village? Was it smell the same? Because Zeke can do this thing, right? But it does this thing with the smoke. He never used smoke to do it, though. Yeah, Ackerman and Shift. Ackerman, and it's never explained why the Ackermans are immune right now. I don't think it literally never explains what the Ackermans are. Okay, they're like Japanese or something, but I don't think it ever explains why the Ackermans are immune, right? They use R. That's one of those weird plot threads that he never actually cover. And that Mikasa the princess also doesn't really matter, but Levi now like we're immune. Yeah, but that's never actually explained at all, I think. What was that thing? Is it like Cross Titan? What? The beam thing? Looks like a hollow from Bleach. Yeah, and then suddenly everyone transforms, right? Then everyone... Does everyone transform now? Also the Marley something? Because now it's just like... everyone's like Titans for everyone. Everyone gets a Titan, yeah. You get a Titan, you get a Titan, you get a Titan! Everyone transforms! Except the shifters. Yeah, and Levi. Yeah, standing there. Everyone transform. And Rainer is like, Mom? Yeah. So this smoke thing just makes everyone transform, right? Yeah, her dad's gonna transform, right? Yeah, okay, doesn't know it's all the aliens. They just have this like friendship moment there. But they're all actually running down, he's controlling them, yeah, they're running to save him, right? Save the caterpillar. Yeah. Exactly, but Rainer is like, come on, caterpillar, let's go! This is so terrible. This giant caterpillar is like, come on! Rainer is like, come on! Oh my god. And then Eren has turned into Colossal Eren with like a very long hair, yeah. Like, it's Armin with very, very long hair. And they're gonna have like a brawl, yeah, they're gonna have arm wrestling. But I think this in here, I think people say, oh, it's so cool, Armin and Eren are having this like, you know, beef, you know. But I think it actually looks honestly terrible, right? I think it looks terrible because it's so forced that Eren is like, oh, I can suddenly turn into a Cross Titan. Doesn't even make any sense, doesn't have the power. Armin has the powers. He lost the caterpillar, so for no reason should he become this thing, right? It doesn't make, logically, it doesn't make anything whatsoever. But it's only happening because the author wants us to have like a one-on-one arm wrestle. Yeah, it's the only reason it's happening. Logically, it has absolutely zero bearing on storyline. But it's a cool scene, and then Rainer keeps. But here we go. Yeah, my God, it's the Titan Gabi. They're all gonna lose now, man. There's no way that Rainer can beat that. Also, Connie's there, Jean is there, Kawaii. Yeah, Connie is like his mom. He finally turned into a Titan. Yeah, you know. They are also transforming. But Rainer is like, they're his mom, of course. But I like how Ishiyama at this moment, because, you know, the Titan looks very similar to the actual humans, right? There's also hints in the storyline, but now he doesn't even care anymore. Now he doesn't even care. Now the Titan that his mom looks exactly like her. Now he doesn't even try anymore. Now it's just like, whatever. Everyone is exactly the same. Yeah, Gavin looks exactly the same. Yeah, he doesn't even attempt to, you know, not make it like that. It's like whatever. You all know what's happening. Of course, it's no secret to hide anyway. But yeah, Pig is there with her amazing powers. Yeah, and Annie is there, I guess, also, and Falco does something. But yeah, they got their headache. Because it's her, you know, the power of love compels you or something. You catch a cold, or she's gonna have a flashback or something. It's time for Mikasa to remember the truth or something. Oh, this is like her dream or something. If they actually just abandon everyone and just live by themselves in the trees or something, he's gonna go on, have a little cottage somewhere out in the forest, and just hide from everything else. I guess it's like an alternative universe or something where they just abandon all their friends. Yeah, I guess so. But that wouldn't last very long now. Her dream doesn't make any sense though, because he's talking about the Marleys. Shouldn't they have left way earlier before they even knew what the Marleys were then? So that doesn't make sense. Okay, yeah. This dream is like after Historia? What? It's a really weird. Was it maybe this is like how she wanted the time skip to be or something? Or did this happen during the time skip? No, it didn't run away. This makes no sense. There's like a bird flying by. He's, I'm a bird! God damn it. It's all like I'm the bird, guys! Yeah, oh god. And then it's back to the brawl. Yeah, now Mikasa is like, she's getting serious now. She's turning into sorrow. She's like, turning on the bandana, yeah. She's like, time to be a badass. Took her like a couple of years to finally do this thing. But yeah, she's gonna jump in here. Oh, there's gonna be when she kisses. Yeah. That is terrible. I'm just laughing at it. Yeah, there you go. The real Eren face. Yeah, Eren inside Eren. It's so silly too. It's like the Inception. Erenception. Oh, here she goes. She's gonna. Oh, here we go. Here we go. When she finally does it, after being netto red or whatever, Ymir is like, yeah, you go, girl. This is so awkward. And she gets inside his head, the head inside the head, the Erenception, and she finally, for some reason, does this. Why couldn't she do it over? Oh, it's so stupid. Oh, what a terrible scene this is. Why couldn't she do it way earlier, though? I mean, generally speaking, you know? Like, she's obsessed with Eren. She only lives for Eren, right? Eren. Why wouldn't they... And honestly, her like, alternative time loop, why were they smashing like crazy? Yeah, like rabbits. Yeah, it's so silly. She's just like... She never even got further than this, you know? No, she never even got further than this. But yeah, we got a little more here. Now comes the conclusion bit then, right? After this, is gonna have the conclusion, which is gonna be like, oh my god, what were they thinking? So I was thinking here, guys, the last chapter of the manga, which we're gonna go into now, roughly now in the anime, the last 20 so minutes. The last bit of the manga, Ishiyama rewrote like twice something, and every time it was worse than the first time, and I ever hated it more than the last time, right? So the anime is probably gonna make it worse. But I heard he's saying on Twitter something. He's gonna write it a third time. He's gonna rewrite it again or something. But he has to rewrite the whole timestamp basically to fix this stuff. But yeah, Armin and Eren are friends. No one cares. Here we go. Now I mentioned Ymir. Now it finally gets somewhere. Oh yeah. So now, and I guess he's gonna like take Armin around some imaginary path place and show him the world or something. I don't know, like when Earth is born or something, like for the planet. Oh yeah, we're finally gonna learn why Ymir is doing it. This is so terrible. This is so bad. Oh, this is so bad! There we go! She was in love! Oh, it's the worst! It's the worst! Like the worst storyline ever. Ymir, she was in love with Fritz, and that's what she could have. Armin is like, that is so stupid! And for 2,000 years she had Stockholm Syndrome. And only Mikasa, for some reason, she waited for, because she was in love with Eren or something. And it doesn't make any sense. And also, for that matter, if she was in love, I said earlier, if she was in love with Fritz, which they are people fans, thing is that why she died then for it? Because she jumped in front of the spear and saved his life, okay, fine, but she could heal herself, so it doesn't make any sense, okay? To argue that she was just in love and that's what she did all the thing, but then why wouldn't she let, die? And also, she can change the goddamn time, baby! Ymir has time powers, right? So why doesn't she just alter the time so he likes her or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, just use her powers. It's such incredible, terrible writing. It's insanely stupid. That Ymir's in love with him, and does what she doesn't make any sense. Even if you argue that she should be in love with him, right? It doesn't make any sense. That she is in love with him makes no sense. But also that if she was in love with him, her action also makes no sense. So it's just terrible no matter the way we look at it. Yeah, and then for some reason Mikasa is what she's looking for. Why? And yeah, here we go. It's gonna be like, thank you, Eren! Yeah, Eren keeps talking or something. I really don't care. Oh, no, it's the time paradox. Oh, yes. He's gonna explain it's a time paradox. I wonder if the anime is gonna make it better, but... yeah, Banner wasn't supposed... yeah, so he actually created himself. So here, this is a 100% time paradox here, right? Because the way it works is that Eren now explaining that he was the one that sent Dina. So actually, Bernholt was gonna be eaten by his stepmom, right? And she instead went for his mom, right? So then she will turn into Titan. She has the royal bloodline. It will be a completely different storyline. So in the original timeline or whatever, right? Eren actually, his mom wouldn't have died and so on. So it's a straight up my grandfather time paradox. This is definitely a time paradox because if she got the powers, it would be a very different storyline, right? She would team up with her husband and all that stuff, right? So this is like a massive paradox that Eren actually made his own mom. That he basically created himself, yeah, like doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Because that means that in the original timeline, how did Eren then get the powers? So definitely the plot hole, massive plot hole. Yeah, now they're gonna have this like, why don't you use Kiss Mikasa? Oh my god, yeah. It was love. See when he's crying in the water. Oh, this is the worst ending ever. Oh, it's the worst, and it is the worst ending ever in anime. I don't want Mikasa to be with some other dude. Oh my god, like everything in the last like 20 minutes on this absolute shit, man. Oh, everything, like every line with Armin, every scene with Armin and Eren inside the time thing is so bad. Every scene is worse than the last scene. Time paradoxes, terrible writing, and now he's like, I want Mikasa! And now he's like having a tantrum in the water. No! And we got the scene, and Armin is like gonna tank him. I don't remember what the OG. Like I said, there are two different versions of the chapter written by Shyama. I don't even remember how he made it worse, but I think the second one is when he adds he wants that he's attacking Eren. That's probably gonna come now soon here. It's so bad. It's so bad. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, it's so bad. And now he's like, ah. Thank you for becoming a man. Now Armin is like, thank you, Eren, for committing genocide. You did it for all of us, baby. Oh god, this is so bad. Oh, it's the worst. It is the worst anime ending ever. It is so bad. Everything is so bad. Ymir is like, oh, she was in love with Fritz. Doesn't make any sense. And again, even if she was in love with him, she couldn't use the powers to different. It doesn't make any. It's so bad. It's bad in many ways. Layer of terrible, right? Mikasa, layer terrible. And now the grandfather paradox, incredibly terrible. And now Armin is just like, thank you, Eren. I would have done the same thing. Yay! The guy got like infinite time loop powers. I'm like, oh, I will just exterminate the planet. Yeah, he could have done this thing like 100 times better to remove the powers. And also, it's gonna be even worse than the ending, but. Oh my god, it's so bad. It is so bad. Oh yeah, now this happened before, when they told him the truth when they were on the ship or something. Oh god, it's exhausting. I remember the truth now. Yeah, because, Mikasa... it just keeps getting worse! Mikasa is like carrying like a baby. No! It just keeps getting worse and worse! It is so bad! Oh my god, it's so terrible! She just keeps coming here. She's carrying the little Eren. Oh god, it's something. Oh god. It just keeps getting worse! Oh my god. And the Armin is crying too. Oh, I love you, Eren. You were my best friend or something. Oh my god. Now everyone is back. So Jean and Rain are like best friends. Gabby's hair is longer or something. I don't know. She got more hair. No one died. Everyone's best friends. Oh yeah, now they're all crying. Rain is like, Eren, you're such a cool guy. Oh my god, no, everyone is like, Eren. No, everyone is like cheering for him. This is like the worst ending in anime history. Oh my god, it's so terrible. It is so terrible. Yeah, why did they actually explain to them the truth actually? I don't know. It makes no sense. Like, it had to be the Mikasa to do it without knowing the truth or something. And now because Falco, Gabi-chan! And for some reason Levi is like, yeah guys, yeah, we did it. Like, he should be pissed off, man. Like, why did Hange die for, right? Because Eren was just doing it to lose anyway. Like, why did he let all his friends die, It's like, You did it, guys. Yeah, thank you. Hange-shan. Like, why? Why, man? Why? It doesn't make any sense. And then sounds Sasha! Potato Girl is back! In the clouds! She's like, yeah, guys, potato power up! And now, of course, Gabby, they're meeting up, and, you know, he finally meets his mom again, and, yeah. I still have the errand. Oh, what? Oh, this is the worst thing ever in my life. Oh, God. It is so terrible. This is so terrible, man. Like, Jesus Christ, it is terrible. And now, of course, all the Marley and Eldians are best friends and so on. Yeah, for some reason, the Marleys are gonna trust them. The powers are gone now, yeah. They all lost their powers, so they're gonna trust them. Instead of just, yeah, because Armin is gonna talk them down. Armin is gonna do his, second talk to Jutsu, and it's gonna work for some reason. Why would it work? They wouldn't trust him at all. And now she can see Ymir, that's like, I understand. You had Stockholm Syndrome, and you, for 2,000 years, you could easily have used your powers to fix it, but you didn't, because you're an idiot. Yeah, it's terrible writing as the finest. But see, this is in here, right? When he dies instead in this version, and she got her daughters. But it's like, you know, why didn't she just heal him, or why didn't she, like, heal herself afterwards? Otherwise, like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, I explained in the review part later. Yeah, goodbye, Ymir. You were like the worst written character ever. Yeah, now we have a time skip or whatever, and we're gonna see them. What's happening later is gonna be even more terrible. Like the last few minutes here, it's gonna show us how what he did was pointless, and he has future sight. So it is terrible that this led like nowhere. Because now the Eldians are like creating like a militant country anyway or something. Yeah, like the Jägerists are still leading or something. Yeah, the Jägerists are taking over anyway. So what he did was like terrible. Yeah, like it's like the worst ending possible for his nation. Yeah. Oh, that didn't solve anything, Eren. Good job. Yeah, good job using your power for no reason. Oh, she's back, man. Annie's best friend though. And the people that Gabby best friend though. And then Historia does something. I don't know. I just don't care anymore. No one cares anymore. Oh yeah, now Peek and the guys are like diplomats or whatever. Yeah. Now they're having some weird diplomat. I like how every character is the same. They have longer hair though. He has longer hair, Anne's longer hair. It's like the laziest ending ever. It's like everyone. It's like a time skip. Everyone looks exactly the same, but like Peek has longer hair, Anne's longer hair, Yin has longer hair. It's like the only way to like make them look older is that I will draw them exactly the same. Or I will add a little bit hair. Like they have slightly longer hair than last time, so you know it's in a time skip, guys. But yeah, they're driving around now, right, trying to make peace or something. And it's also gonna work. Something like that. Oh, the tree scene? Oh my god, the tree scene's gonna come soon here. The tree scene's gonna come. And that's gonna be this really weird ending scene, right? Where they have like the peace fails and everyone loses anyway. Or it's like, oh, it's so exhausting. It's just so bad. It's like the worst thing that ever existed. It is, I think, genuinely like the worst anime ending ever. I can't believe anyone defended this when it was a back, man. And the anime is basically worse too. Here comes the bird scene, where I guess she carried the head to the tree, right? Yeah. And Mikasa is there. Here comes the bird. Here comes the bird! Here comes the bird! And here's the scarf, Mikasa! Eren is the bird, obviously. So Eren now is the bird. He's like, thank you for protecting us with your bird powers! And now it's like Mikasa and her husband goes to the bird, and now it's like the Netto scene where Mikasa and her new husband, with people say about Yin, but I think Yin is up at Peak, so I don't believe this thing. I refuse to accept this thing. But yeah, Mikasa and so on. And then for whatever reason, they construct. Because the bar is so bad hunter. God, I don't want to watch it. So bad. I don't want to watch anymore. The time's probably wrong. Okay, it's so bad. Oh, it's so bad. I mean, it ends now with, you know, they have the bird scene, and then the war just keeps going because no one trusted the Eldians after this thing, so everything they did for peace was pointless, didn't happen, and the rest of the planet just exterminates them, you know what I mean? Which makes sense, because why would you trust these people? That's what he did, right? Even the powers are gone. Why would you believe that? So they just like nuke them instead, yeah. And everything Eren did has no purpose. I just can't watch anymore now. And now the guy's finding his... I know the guy finds the powers and he jumps in again, and it's like the worst thing ever, yeah. And it ends with some kid like finding the... In like the paradise is destroyed, and then some person find the tree with the caterpillar and gets the powers back, and like it's so bad. It's so bad. Oh, this is so insanely bad. Like it is so bad in so many ways. It is like the last chapter is so terrible. Like it's just. I'm gonna make a review, guys. Talk about it here, right? That's one of the best bits in this video here in that review. But it's just like the very quick review I give you now, and I'm just exhausted, man, having to relive this thing again, man. I just remember how incredibly bad this is. Like it's insanely bad that it is. And I mean, I've been saying this for years, right? That it's a terrible written manga in so many aspects. Yes, it has some good points, but I made a video maybe 2 years ago. I can leave a link below for it. I made that video a few years ago, where I think I kind of really explain the issue of Taito Nishiyama. And that's that he's like a really good writer when it comes to the premise, right? Like he has good ideas when it comes to, like, here's the mystery, what's behind the walls, he's a good writer at that, right? So I call it good at macro, okay? He's terrible at micro. That's the first issue with Nishiyama. He's a terrible writer when it comes to, like, how do I actually write good characters? How do I write like motivational characters or something like that? Like Ymir is a good example. Terrible storytelling. It doesn't make any sense. Her actions are completely illogical. And other people defend Ymir, say, "Oh, but she's for Stockholm syndrome." No, my point isn't that. My point is that if we assume that she was in love with Fritz, for argument's sake, let's say that made sense. It doesn't, but let's say that was accurate, okay? But her actions, given her powers, doesn't make any sense, right? Because why would she just lose that, her death doesn't make any sense. She was in love with him, she's immortal, right? So she saves him from the spear, right? And then she dies. Why? She could have just transformed and went back again. And you could say, this doesn't make any sense. She was in love with him, and, she was married to him and so on, right? So she saves him. But again, then, why doesn't she heal herself for? It doesn't make any sense. It straight up doesn't. Like it's illogical it's insanely illogical. Think about it again. Why would she not heal that then? Because if you argue that she's in love with him, right? And if you're in love with someone, you're married to them, you would protect them. Okay, chic. That makes sense. But if you can heal yourself after you protect them, why wouldn't you just do that for, right? Because apparently she was happy, right, being his wife, right? Even if it doesn't look like that, but she's happy being his wife. That was the argument. This right? She wants to be his wife, But then the other argument is that it can't be love, so to speak. So it doesn't make any sense that she actually is in love with him, right? And then you get back to that whole thing, like, okay, why would she protect him then for, or whatever? Why would she be like this, like, mental thing for like 2,000 years? It doesn't make any sense. So no matter how you shape or move around the Ymir thing, her actions doesn't make sense. Mikasa the same way, So Mikasa is like madly obsessed with Eren for all these years, right? And she finally takes the head and and so on, right? But why wouldn't she ever like act on these feelings ever over all these years? So her and Eren were living together for like 10 years or whatever, and she never even hugged him or something. You know what I mean? Like it's just absurd. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like his character writing is insane terrible. I say, of course, Gabi is the best example probably after Ymir. Right? Yeah, Gabi is terribly writing too. So every time he writes characters, they are insanely badly written. But he's good at writing like the premise of, here's the general, mysteries and all that. So the problem, in a nutshell, why his ending is so incredibly bad, is because after the time skip, you could see how he was losing the track of that storyline, right? But so the further we go into the time skip, after the time skip, the worse the actual main story goes, right? And the last, and I said it before, I said it again, people say, no. I thought the last like 30 chapters are pretty bad. Not just the last 10 chapters, but especially these chapters here are they need to get worse and worse. But it's like a downhill spiral, right? It's getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And we see it now, and the problem then, generally speaking, it's just getting bad, but is that he was very good again, right, at the premise, at the macro level, at the bigger picture. That what he was good at writing. Terrible at writing characters, good at writing the general plot points, right? But again, then in the last maybe 30 or so chapters, especially the last 10 or 20, whatever, right, his plot points thingy is also crumbling massively. He's not really delivering on a lot of plot threads. I mean, there's so much stuff not explained here, right? There's so much plot points not explained in this last episode. That alone is terrible. But then just how it ends, right? Oh, Eren, we thank you for doing this thing. They go on peace treaties, but it doesn't work, and everyone dies anyway. Something it's just the weirdest ending ever. Oh, Ymir was just in love. Like nothing makes any sense in the ending, right? Oh, it's a caterpillar that really restless for some reason, and can't stop it, and he'll smoke, and like it's just so much bad stuff in the last part, right? That he completely lost it, and that was the only thing he was good at. He was actually only good at writing general plot points. He was never good at writing characters. So now we get to this point, and it's just like, my god, nothing actually makes any sense whatsoever. And that's why it's a terrible, terrible ending, right? Like it's just insanely terrible. This last bit here, it's just so bad. But overall, I mean, I think there's so many plot holes. Grandfather paradox plot hole. I said it earlier, right? Earlier in part of the reaction, but it's also silly. I don't know, but I just really despise how he has every power. To me, this just bothers me a lot, okay? And I guess it bothers me that no one else also says it, but it really, really bothers me that he has every power, you know? Like, it massively bothers me. I keep saying it, right? Because why would he have the powers of the Titans that he's not currently controlling, right? The founding Titan gives you basically the ability to copy the other Titans, right? And control them. That's basically what it does, right? Yeah, you turn into a giant caterpillar and you can copy the other ones. But how can you copy the one you don't have, you know? It's kind of like, oh, I can press Control C, Control V, but you can't actually point at anything because you don't have those guys that you need specifically to do this thing, and that's why it doesn't make any sense. Like, it doesn't compute in a logical way. And then, of course, like I said, right, I despise how, you know, Falco can fly, right? It's like a big thing he can fly, but his memories are of flying. His memories are in the prehistoric times or whatever. He was a bird, right? In the previous, like 2,000 years ago, whatever, you know, the first that Titan could fly, you know. Yet Eren can't fly. Eren can't summon any birds or whatever. But we see him in one scene summoning like 500 archer characters. So he clearly can use strategies and stuff like that. Oh, I can summon like infinite number of hammer titans, or more like archer titans, that they shoot, you know, arrows and whatever, bolts or whatever, projectiles, yeah, and so on. So, but he can't summon like a few birds, right? It's a lot of that weird stuff, you know. It's like, it's very, very strange. Like how, like, it doesn't make any sense. I think, and then suddenly he becomes like the giant Titan thing, right? Cross Titans kinda ish, with like a little bit of advance into it. Because he has to, like, you know, arm wrestle with Armin, but that also fits very forced because it's like, okay, but how did he do that? Because he's lost the founding Titan powers, so he wouldn't have Armin's powers anymore. He doesn't have, and they kind of do that, you know, they turn into a bomb, whatever. But like, he doesn't have those powers, so how can he do that? And it happens because the author wants him to have like an arm wrestler in the same size, right? Like, it literally doesn't make any sense whatsoever. He can do it, but it happens because it has to happen, right? So there's so much that stuff. And then literally no one actually dies in this whole episode. No, it's super. That's so silly too. It's like this. In a one way, it's like a happy ending because literally everyone survives. Right? They all so many Titans, but no one dies from that, and no one of their parents get hurt. You know, Armin, not Armin, sorry, Annie. I mean, Annie's dad, Rainer's mom. Everyone is fine. You know, yeah. And even all the Marleys that they will have this conflict with, and then they also become their friends, right? In this episode, in the last bit here on the plateau. They also all survive, and also remember that the Titan, you know, they're pushing it, you know, out to the cliffs there. They also stop before the cliff, right? So it's this weird thing too, that because clearly now we see how they all, like, the last bits all survive, right? And now they all come back for revenge against the Eldians. But why wouldn't, if Eren, because Eren's arguing that he wants peace for the Eldians and all this dumb shit, right? Well, instead then of doing like this, why just go for 100%, right? You know, that's an argument I heard for years now. But yeah, absolutely. If he knows the truth that the future basically is like this thing, right? So why just go for the perfect, you know, perfect ratio instead then, and then the aliens will win. You know, why let them stop you at 80% for? Like, it doesn't make any sense, because then it happens that, of course, now as seen the end of the episode, the other countries come back and just destroy them, right? So he didn't. That honestly is probably the worst of the whole thing, in a way, that he's what he didn't even save the aliens. He's doomed them all, right? He's doomed all the aliens. So that's really terrible. And generally speaking, right, it's such a mishap of an ending, because, like I said, it's a happy ending. Everyone survives. Everyone is perfect. Everyone's parents are alive. Everything is perfectly fine, right, for like the characters. But then, 50 years later, everyone dies anyway. Yeah, so it's like, it's a super happy ending, but also it's a terrible bad ending where, and people love to argue that he's a good writer, because, like, oh no, but it's actually a sad ending, because, the aliens all, get this thing afterwards. Yes, but at the same time, it's a happy ending, because Mikasa gets kids and they're all happy and so on. But of course, only for like her lifetime, yeah. So it's a really, I think, incredible cheesy ending, right? With basically all his friends and family, they have like a perfect ending for them, and they all live in peace, and they all have like a happy time and shit and so on, right? And then basically, as soon as Mikasa and Jin or whatever, and as soon as these people are like, too old, like they're 100 old or whatever, like they lived for 100 years, and now they're peacefully, when that's over, then ending gets bothered. Yeah, it's like the cheesiest ending ever. It's a happy ending for everyone he knows, and a terrible ending for everyone else aside of their lifespan, basically. It's really trying to have the cake and eat it too, and it's so bad. It is so bad. And but I want to really stress here, you can call me a hater, because I am, that the last bit here is just so bad, because it's been bad for a long time, okay? People have been coping so hard over this thing. I really want to stress here that Attack on Titan has been bad for years, okay? The last, 20 chapters, almost everything after Taskip is so much worse than it was before. And every arc after Taskip, it's like progressively worse. Remember when they have to meet Annie, so have a here at Annie the pie scene. What is that, They have to meet the shifters, and they suddenly randomly meet Annie eating a pie at a carnival. It doesn't make any sense. It's like, oh yeah, you have to meet that thing. And then Connie and his mom thing. So many bad chapters, and this like really forced. Everything with Flosh is so forced. And it's like, oh yeah, and everything with Gabby. Like, it's just incredible how much worse it is after the time skip. And a lot of people are gonna defend this ending, or this anime rather, and saying that the anime was great until the last episode, which is complete horror. That is lie, okay? That's a lie, okay? You know the truth. It was terrible for the last 20 episodes, okay? I really want people to understand that. No. This was terrible for a long time, okay? It was not just... And I always said the thing that after he, showed them all this, right? After he showed the photo, which at that moment was really good. Oh my god, is everyone found outside? That was a really good scene at that moment. But after he then had to start revealing, the more he revealed about the Marleys and the actual planets, the less good it got. Yeah, like the more he started revealing the twists and turns, and after that was done, right? After he revealed the backstory of his dad and all that, the truth basically, then it's been downhill since then, right? And I think this anime is so much lives on its previous achievement, right? I mean, one of the most popular animes in the first season. And, after that, it's less and less popular, basically, or less quality, right? And I think it massively lives in that. I think the last season is terrible, right? In a lot of ways. So it's so bad in so many ways, right? But this ending here is, literally, I think, the worst ending I've ever seen in my life. It is so bad. It's incredibly bad. But the truth is, and I know I'm pretty bad, I really put out, is that it wasn't that good last episode either, It wasn't that good either. And I've seen people defending the chapter for so long, saying that, it's the perfect manga except the last chapter, you know what I mean? Or except the last 3 chapters. That's basically what people are saying. But my point is no. It's been pretty terrible for the last maybe 30 chapters. Especially the last 10 or so, it's been pretty shit, yeah. But people love to be like, no, it's only the ending, okay? It was really good until the last 2 minutes. Until the last minute. No, it hasn't, okay? Come back to reality, please. It's been pretty bad for a long time, but certainly it was better before, and people, really, it's living on that cope that, it was pretty good in the past. But there you go. Hope the video, subscribe, hit the like button. We had One Piece after this, right? But I'll make a review too, I cover some of the issues of the ending coming out soon after this. And thinking about One Piece. Oh yeah, Spy X Family before this. Actually, I'm interested. Is starting its cruise ship arc, right? Which I'm Miami only, so I don't know, but people keep saying that Pacific arc is the best arc of Spy X Family, so it's pretty hype, I feel. But you guys have a great day.